Hi, everybody. This is Steve with avnewscast.com, and I've been running all over the city and caught up with my friend Phil Bonds here. I had to chase him down at Antelope Valley College to get a word with him because he is one of the busiest guys in the Antelope Valley. Phil, thanks very much for coming in.
Hey, it's good to be here, Steve.
Thanks. Tell us some of the things that you're involved with.
Well, currently, in a few minutes, I'm going to go into a school site council meeting here at Thor High School. I am vice president of that council, and we meet regularly every month to discuss issues with the high school here. This is a pretty unique high school at the college because students actually go to the high school and college at the same time and actually have the potential of graduating from high school with an associate's degree. So
that's really interesting. I've never heard about that before.
It's a relatively new school. This is its fourth year. They take in 100 students per year. They actually have to turn away students, and they're going to have the first graduating class this year. So it is very exciting, and I expect that in the years to come it's going to become more and more popular. The campus is about 90% finished and is looking beautiful. They were working out of trailers up in the very front of this campus, of Antelope Valley College's campus, but now they have a beautiful campus right here in the back. So it's a beautiful facility. You should see it.
Yeah, the college itself is beautiful. Now, I know that you're very involved with a lot of the chambers of commerce up here in the Antelope Valley. Tell us about that.
Well, it's funny you say the college. Antelope Valley College today is Dr. Fisher, the president of Antelope Valley College. Today is his birthday, so happy birthday, Dr. Fisher. But I am involved with several chambers of commerce. I'm a director with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce as well as the Antelope Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and both are reaching out into the community to help develop commerce, to help develop businesses, and to promote job growth within the Antelope Valley.
Okay. Now, when it comes to businesses in the Antelope Valley, you have still some involvement with Antelope Valley Ford?
I am actually a corporate spokesman with Antelope Valley Ford. I'm a private consultant for Mike Johnson. And really the whole idea there is as we emerge from this recession that we've been in is to kind of reintroduce Antelope Valley Ford back to the community. And hopefully the whole idea is to let the community recognize what Antelope Valley Ford has done for the community in the last 30 years that Mike Johnson's owned it, and really to promote people to buy locally instead of taking their business out of town, where those out-of-town businesses never turn around and contribute back to the different charities, fundraisers, organizations, service clubs, and things of the Antelope Valley, which Mike Johnson has done generously for the last 30 years.
Well, you and I both know, we've known each other for a number of years, you and I have, and I was at Antelope Valley Ford for a number of years as their marketing director there. I've known Mike Johnson personally for 7 or 8 years, and I can personally attest to the things that he does behind the scenes for the people in the Antelope Valley. When it comes to Thanksgiving, when it comes to Christmas, he does a lot of things for people in the Antelope Valley, and they have no idea who's doing it. Now, they're doing a lot of expansion over there at 84, aren't they?
Well, we just built a quick lane facility that used to run out of the building that's now used exclusively for Mazda, and this new quick lane facility is absolutely gorgeous, and that's a facility that can work on any maker model, so not just Fords, Lincolns, Mercurys, or Mazdas. And that facility, we're going to have a grand opening here real soon.
Okay, now talk to me about the Judy Sermons golf tournament.
Okay, the Judy Sermons Golf Tournament, that was formerly the Boys and Girls Golf Tournament, or is known as the Lincoln Invitational. We've renamed it after Judy Sermons, who was tragically taken from us in an automobile accident the beginning of October. She was vice president of Antelope Valley Ford for 15 years. And so this tournament basically being renamed after her in the spirit of what she was all about and the enthusiasm that she showed for fundraising. This money goes to the Boys and Girls Club every year, and we're hoping for a record turnout. That'll be in the latter part of September this year.
Well, that's wonderful. And Judy, I loved her very much. She was a very, very wonderful person. Okay, now, we've got a lot of stuff going on with the election here in the Antelope Valley in Lancaster today, okay? I can ask you for some predictions. You want to predict?
Well, I'd be happy to. I'll tell you,
You're go out on the limb.
Absolutely. There's no problem there. I followed this election and several of the people that are running, and I totally support our mayor, our Rex Paris. I believe that he's going to walk away with this election. No problem for mayor and city council. I think the two people that will take those seats will be Ron Smith and Marvin Christ. I think that they're speaking the language that really represents what the Antelope Valley needs right now, which is more jobs. We need to recover from this poor economy that we've been in, this recession. I think they also talk about safety and less crime, and I think that's something that resonates with everyone. Somebody who is up and coming, and I really think is going to be a wonderful individual in the future in the Antelope Valley, is Victoria Zavala. I think she really is a go-getter, and I think she has a voice that will be heard here in the future. And it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if she worked her way in to that mix, but I predict it's going to be Ron Smith and Marvin Chris today, along with our mayor being reelected, R.X. Paris.
Well, we're going to find out. I understand that they'll start counting the absentee ballots about 8 o'clock tonight. We should kind of have an idea of where that's going to fall, maybe around 10 o'clock tonight. And the precincts close at 8, and maybe by 11 or 12 we should have an idea of what's going on with the ballot measures, as well as everybody running for a seat on the city council, and who our next mayor is going to be. So that's going to be kind of interesting, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to go on there. Let me ask you a question about, you bring up jobs. Okay, I personally, I think going overseas and trying to make a teaming relationship with BYD, I think was a great idea. Mm-hmm. I think it's a solid idea. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about that.
Well, we see jobs going the other way. So isn't it about time to take countries that basically we're sending jobs to normally or buying their goods out of the country? Wouldn't it be nice for them to build a factory in the United States, or particularly the Antelope Valley? And who do you think is going to get the jobs there? It's not going to be them coming over here to work. It's going to be us going to work in their factory. It's going to be our people being employed, our people having that paycheck coming in and spending it locally, which is going to be a big boost for our economy. I was talking to somebody recently whose company had moved virtually all of their operations into Mexico, and none of the employees here that are out of work now have those jobs that went to Mexico. So it's really kind of nice to see that, we're looking at maybe kind of balancing that a little bit. So, anything that's going to bring in jobs to the Antelope Valley, particularly in the industry and the green sector, or the energy and the green sector, I think is definitely beneficial. And to have an automobile manufacturer that could be based out of here, if that were to happen, that would be phenomenal for the Antelope Valley. It truly would be. Go ahead.
No, I absolutely agree. Especially, green-powered automobile would be absolutely great. The Antelope Valley really could use that kind of workforce, because we've got a lot of people out of work here. I think it would help for the real estate right now. We've got foreclosures all over the place. I think it help the real estate values. I think it would put a lot of people back to work, which would be a good thing. I know that they just closed the Hyundai test track. I understand they closed that, and we have no idea. Do you know anything about that?
I really haven't heard anything about the Hyundai test track, and I don't really know how many people were employed out there, really what kind of revenue it was generating for the area, though. But any type of closure or the relinquishing of business to provide for the Antelope Valley is not good. So.
Well, I agree. Well, we're going to come back. We're going to be live a little bit later on tonight with the election coverage. Beginning about 8 o'clock, 8:30 at avnewscast.com. I want to thank you for joining us today. I had to track you down, and I apologize for being a little late.
That's all right, Steve. It's a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm going to get to my meeting now. So thank you very much.
Thanks very much. This is Steve for avnewscast.com, reporting live from Antelope Valley College.